Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it's early morning.
Early morning.
Magubas Kloof.
We're in the Magubas Kloof in Limpopo.
Yes.
We did a trail run yesterday. I'll put some footage, shall I?
Yeah, you can put footage if you want.
And
I didn't do the trail run. I only did the road run.
our camera stand is a Weaver.
Yeah.
It's a Weaver Bride.
And that's a dam.
It's a dam. You can't really see it so much.
The Ebenezer Dam. It's beautiful out here. It's a bit of a chilly, cloudy morning.
Yeah.
All the South African teams won.
And I suspect it's a little bit of an Irish hangover from the Six Nations that caused that.
Yeah.
Like they didn't look themselves. Which team should we start with?
Well, Glasgow beat Cardiff to maintain momentum. Also a bit of a slog, 6-17-13.
And these are important
at
wins.
home. Yeah, because now is the time where you can't think, okay, I'm pretty much sure of top 8.
Yeah.
You want that home quarter and home semi and they're right up there, Glasgow.
Yep.
So if I just click on the table, so they're currently in 3rd place.
So they're nicely poised.
Yeah, won 9 out of 12, so really good. And then same with Munster away at the Ospreys. It was 27-17, so also quite a close game.
The Welsh teams took a bit of a beating this weekend.
Yeah. And then we get to the South African team Saturday afternoon. I watched the Sharks play Ulster.
Yeah.
Which is I suppose it's like that every weekend now with the Sharks, but it was like an absolute must-win. There was a decent crowd, 16,000 people, like half a stadium. So they still come and watch the Sharks lose every weekend.
Yeah, it's like the Scottish fans of old.
Yeah, they've really been busy in the transfer market. Vincent Koch made his debut.
Trevor Nyakani's been bought. Jason Jenkins, but these guys aren't in yet. But I just mean
Vincent Koch was on the bench. Yeah, the props on the bench was Koch and Che. So it shows you what they're buying and what they're getting to.
And Andre Esterhuizen they've bought.
Andre Esterhuizen, and what's his name left? Rowan Janssen van Rensburg.
But he wasn't making an impact there.
No.
Well, I don't think none of the Sharks were playing well, so it could be whatever's going on there.
Yeah, so first half still seems, after such a long season, it still seemed as if they're individuals. There was quite a few steals by Ulster where a Sharks player got isolated by making a half gap and there was no one quick enough to clear the ball. And in the second half, they rectified it. I think they got a bit of a, as they call in football, a hairdryer. A bit of a screen by Plumtree, and it was much better. It just seemed like they were a bit more of a unit.
Yeah.
I'm sure Ibn would have had one or two things to say as well. Silly knock-ons, difficult conditions, very hot and humid.
It's a good Ulster team as well.
Yeah, and Ulster managed to sort of keep themselves in the match. It was 17-14 at one stage. But the Sharks just kept plugging away. They could have won by more if it wasn't for a few silly knock-ons and so on. I think they could have actually gotten a meaningless bonus point in it as well. But happy for them.
Well, it does everyone else a favour, as in it helps the Bulls, it helps the Stormers and the Lions.
Yeah, that definitely is a plus for the other teams. Okay, let's just see what was next. Is that it for the Sharks? I think they're going to be better next season with all those. They have to be. I still think they might need a new coach as well.
Yeah.
I want them to bring Johan Ackerman back to
There's talk. They're talking about it, eh? So, and apparently he's not that happy. And
I just don't know if the style he's bringing is. If Plumtree's style is good for Sharks rugby.
Yeah.
Is he not? Yeah, he might be sick of Japan. He might want to. Those guys at some stage they want to come home. He's been overseas for long. Yeah. Ackerman, Johan Ackerman we're talking about in any case. And then Scarlets Benetton. Wow, Scarlets beat Benetton 16-13.
That's a good win.
That's a good win for the Scarlets. Benetton sliding down the table then.
I think they've also got a little bit of a Six Nations hangover.
Yeah.
I mean, the Italians did so well.
Yeah, no, surely if you Italy doesn't have that big a pool of players. So Benetton and Zebre took a big knock when they lost all their internationals, because they were sitting pretty. I think they were 4th at one stage or something, and now they're 10th.
Top 3 even.
Yeah. Then Stormers, Edinburgh, we watched.
It was a high-scoring game.
High-scoring game, yes. Also
Free-flowing,
some really nice tries. Edinburgh sort of managed to keep themselves kind of in the game, and then at the end the Stormers just ran away with it.
Also important games for like Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Their next game is against someone local. I don't know who.
Wait, I can check.
Yeah. But
so they're
this is an important period now in the
No, they're playing the Sharks next game.
Yeah,
so that could also, being here in South Africa, they can also slide down. Sharks will do the South African teams a bit of a favour if that happens. So just their strength is in the outside backs. The Stormers, obviously you've got to get quality ball to them, but yes, if those guys, Zas and Hartzenberg and those guys start flying on the outside, it looks amazing. When they do click, it still looks very, very good, and they're also moving up the log.
Stormers, they're in the top
Stormers,
8.
they're 5th now, So they're looking good. They had a bit of a slump, but looking good at the moment. That was a really good win because Edinburgh is up there. It's not an easy game.
Yeah, top team, and it was sort of close at one point, like where it looked like it's going to be like tit for tat. Stormers score a try, and then Edinburgh scores a try.
And then the Lions, we just love watching them play.
Surprise,
Also so entertaining. A few tries against the run of play after a red card.
I almost stopped watching.
I
think you even said.
I said no. That's like
when
this
it was
going to be.
It was like.
It was virtually even Stevens.
It was like half time.
And then they scored an intercept try through Edel van der Merwe and a few runaway tries from turnovers, and they just grew in confidence. And they just kept scoring tries. And they kept keeping Connacht out with great defence. It's 14-38 in the end. But also when...
How much? 14-38?
14-38.
But maybe, like, what happened there? Because maybe the Irish guys can just tell us what exactly, like, whether there's some sort of inside thing because they didn't get to play. Who played for Ireland? Let's think.
Finn Connacht, Bandi Aki,
Bandi Aki. And that prop with the cornrow hair.
They probably have the least amount of.
But those guys are important, Like if you think about the Bulls, if we lose like Marcel Coetzee and
but like you said, it can be a bit of an emotional hangover as well because of the euphoria of being Six Nations champions again, and you sort of think we've accomplished so much now. You got to pick yourself up again and go again.
It's actually a shame we didn't get to play Leinster. The Bulls, this week. We have to play them next week. Anyway, but great win by the Lions.
Same thing. When on the outside, when Frankie Horn starts to interplay with the wingers, Kuan Horan and young Oaks that are hungry, and they just look amazing when they get the ball in hand. So very good win. And then Dragons Bulls. It ended 31-10, but it wasn't a great watch for most of the game.
The Bulls didn't look clinical.
Like
they could have scored many more tries than they did.
Many breakaways that didn't end in tries. One disallowed try because of a silly forward pass. Going wide too soon for me. Instead of going through the hands, too many big flat passes straight to the wing.
And this is a poor Dragons team. I mean, even with the Bulls not being at their top, Dragons they have nothing really.
They could only manage 3 points for most of the game. They scored late on.
I think they're bottom of the log, the Dragons.
And then they are bottom of the log.
No, they're terrible.
Zebra's won a game and drawn a game, and they're on 14 points, and the Dragons are on 11. They haven't had a good season.
We played Zebra, and at least they're trying. Like it almost seems like the Dragons are just nowhere.
They were losing the game in every set piece and everything. So a little bit of a bad day of the office, but it's it's over there. It's artificial pitch. But there were lots of silly mistakes, lots of knock-ons. As soon as there was a bit of flow, we knocked the ball on or did something silly, forward pass or something. I know Villy was man of the match with 2 forward passes.
Yes, but I said a swear word and then his name many times.
Yes, I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know, but I don't think he had his best game. But in any case, I don't know who decides these things. But in the end, a bonus point.
Bonus point, yeah.
Two tries late, 2 tries in the last 10 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
I think
I'll take that. I mean,
the 4 South African teams actually, I think they're on an upward curve.
yeah, we didn't have to play internationals.
Yeah.
You can see the other guys in the Six Nations.
Yeah, that's a benefit, eh?
Yeah. So
really
Glasgow actually did very well.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, to keep themselves in.
Yeah.
And then the last game was same time as the Bulls, was Zebra Leinster 31-7. Also probably like a Leinster. Didn't watch it because it was at the same time as the Bulls.
Yeah.
I assume it was that bit of B team.
Where did they play?
They played in Italy.
Okay, yeah.
Stadio Sergio Lanfranchi.
That's a big win. It's a good win.
It's a good win, yeah.
I'm assuming the Leinster, like you said, didn't send their A team.
No, they would have played Prendergast at fly half, I assume. We didn't watch it, so these are all just assumptions. For people.
Isn't there a Prendergast at
fly half?
At Connacht as well?
Yes, I think so.
Are there 2 of them? Anyway, because I swear I heard his name in the...
Yes, there's more than one. There's a Prendergast forward as well. I think he's an 8th man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so Leinster 49 points, Bulls 45. So much closer than previous seasons. Leinster completely ran away with it last year and the year before. So it's sort of still within the Bulls' grasp to end top of the log, considering that next week.
But we still have to play Leinster. We still have to play
next
Munster.
week. We're playing Leinster over there, which is going to be very, very difficult. Very difficult. They'll bring out the big guns for that one because they want to end top of the log.
Well, especially because they've never beaten the Bulls.
Yeah,
There's always been I think last season they sent a complete C team to play at Loftus.
Yeah, because of the European Champions Cup, and it was the games were sort of.
And the season before that, it was the semi-final that Leinster have beaten the Bulls. It was in their first game.
Yeah, I'm sure they have.
Yeah, they played it. They beat them in their first game, and then the Bulls won in the semi-final of that.
Over there.
So I think it's a little bit of a grudge match.
It's going to be a very difficult game.
Yeah.
And it's how much do you put into that game?
Yeah.
You've got to decide as well.
What if you send your best team and you get hammered?
Yeah, and you get injuries, and you have to think of fatigue and all sorts of things.
Maybe we should play a second team, an exciting team that maybe scores 4 tries but loses by 20 points or whatever.
Jake already knows what he wants to do exactly. If it's like a full-on best team or a bit of a mixture. Yeah. Okay. Any case. Pack up and go home.
Yeah. Cheers.
Okay. Cheers.